Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Ducks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl put. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Got the quick pass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. So Maryland's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the lead.
Breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snapped it in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Touchdown Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pucks it out of the air.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's fired. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen.
He's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. He makes a grab. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, looking for a man. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the misfire now on second down. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Ducks will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. And the Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receiver.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the ground with the back. Oh, what a move. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the boot, looking for his man. Flips it out in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Off the RPO, complete. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. It'll be 3rd and long. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Flying out to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Might be looking to run. Got room to work. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Rushes on him. He unleashes a long one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what they've got on second down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. It's complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Maryland! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hills. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get to him as he throws. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, that is the case. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half. And, guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Terrapins are in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your leads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that.
And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wait. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. It'll be a draw. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. He ran out of bounds and he has the first down. The play action fake. Now adjusting. Blasted as he lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball to here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Hawkins. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. Second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Ducks have this offense rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're...
It's a big stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Next going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The extra point here would tie the game. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go right back to him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
There he goes. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Halted in the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your time.
It's a seam wide open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. They're expecting them to throw it here on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Extending the play. He throws one to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Takes it out of bounds, and there are 12 seconds remaining to finish this drive. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. With the ball marked down at the 41, they'll need a big 58-yard field goal to try to save themselves. Kick is good. The big leg delivers the winner. And now they take the lead. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough
This
and get
fucking
the key
game.
start to get a win.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
Right? It's not about
they let their computer do what the fuck they want. This is the shit I be talking about. This is the shit I be talking
I
about.
think it just came down to individual effort.
Like, you make me drop two fucking... Ooh, bro, I swear to fucking God. That's why I don't be... I'm about to just get out of all these leagues. Like, you make me lose my fucking bowl, bro. Like, that shit is so fucking trash. To a trash-ass team.